Tennessee, we had the most deaths reported in a single day, 89, bringing the total to more than 37,000 statewide. And the number of people hospitalized here in Tennessee with COVID is also concerning. ICU capacity is reaching its lowest point since the pandemic began. More than 1,700 people are in the hospital right now with the virus, and hospitals are running out of room with just 191 ICU beds available here in the entire state. The Tennessee Hospital Association says that's not the only issue.
We are worried that if we don't find a way to sort of reverse this trend, that we simply may not have enough staff in hospitals to be able to provide care for COVID patients or for other healthcare issues.
Some hospitals in the area have reported turning patients away as they try to focus on healing the ones already in their care.
And this morning, News Channel 5 investigates, goes in search of the facts about a Nashville group known as Gideons Army. You probably heard a lot about them over these last few weeks, as some political ads suggested they're a bunch of radicals trying to overturn our way of life, as they said. Our chief investigative reporter, Phil Williams, spent some time with the group on the streets of Nashville.
You've probably heard about Gideons Army, but do you really know what it is? We discovered a group that bears little resemblance to the monsters depicted in those recent political ads.
Gideons Army is a wonderful organization.
That's Heidi Campbell praising the radical group Gideons Army.
The Nashville group wasn't even on the ballot this fall when it came under attack in an ad from Tennessee Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally's Political Action Committee.
What is Gideons Army?
Neighborhood heroes.
Neighborhood heroes.
Family.
Our goal is to end the school to prison pipeline and the racial inequities that are the root causes of that pipeline.
Former Metro School teacher Rashida Fatuga founded Gideons Army after dealing with children like Lamar Hughes, who was murdered at age 16. She first met him when he was in elementary school.
And this is a third grader. He said, "I will not live to see 18, Miss Fatuga. Why should I keep fighting?"
That's the first thing. It's about respect.
Here at the Cumberland View Apartments, an area once known as Dodge City because of all the bullets flying through the air, Gideons Army acts as violence interrupters, trying to build peace and harmony rather than the police coming in to impose law and order.
We put that love energy out here, you know what I'm saying? Like we make sure, where it ain't no violence going on,
It's about creating safe zones and safe spaces where our children can be children and our elderly can walk around and be safe without worrying about something happening to them. That's what we do.
The group is not without controversy, but tonight at 6, we'll take time to actually listen to what they say must be done to make the city a better place to live for everyone. Phil Williams, News Channel 5 Investigates.
Every winter, Davidson County leaders have to come up with a way to keep our homeless neighbors warm. And this year, COVID-19 has made things more challenging and shelters are having to adjust. News Channel 5's Aaron Cantrell joins us live from the fairgrounds this morning to tell us more about their plan this year. So, Aaron, about how many people are experiencing homelessness on any given day here in the area?
Well, Ben, that's a great question. Well, depending on who does the count, about 2,000 people do experience homelessness here in Davidson County. And this includes people living in shelters, transitional beds, in their cars, and encampments. So it's very challenging to try to find housing for them when that temperature drops below 28 degrees, and it's especially challenging during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, right now, there are two main shelters in the county, the Nashville Rescue Mission and here at the fairgrounds. To help with the overflow, Metro will open another shelter during extremely cold nights where they will also be doing temperature checks, employees checking for COVID symptoms, and social distancing.
It's going to be really a challenge, and it's going to be difficult for people and for people who operate the shelters. It's just everybody working together, including with the health department. Metro Social Services has a lot of experience with running the cold weather shelters.
And teamwork is really going to be key this winter. In fact, first responders, when that temperature drops below 28 degrees, they will go around the county and transport men and women to the shelters. That way they can get a warm night's rest. Reporting live at the fairgrounds, Aaron Cantrell, News Channel 5.
All right, Aaron, stay warm out there yourself. Hey, good news for Murfreesboro Pike drivers. Our crash that was blocking one lane of Murfreesboro Pike inbound right at Donaldson Pike has cleared out of the way. We've actually seen a few buses coming through here using this bus-only lane at this intersection in the traffic signal priority, where they get to jump the line of traffic for intersections along Murfreesboro Pike, where that is the case. If you drive it, you've definitely noticed them in the last year or so. I have an overturned tractor trailer in Dixon County that's near Tennessee City, right at Garner Creek Road. One lane of traffic is still moving in each direction. They're hoping to have this clear in the next hour or so. Just be aware if you're traveling between McEwen and the Dixon area this morning. Got a new Thompson Lane crash. I'll be able to clear that Murfreesboro Pike crash. Other crash on the map is Highway 100, really close to the Loveless Cafe. No injuries, thankfully, reported out there. This traffic report brought to you by Stover's Liquidation. Now let's head over to Leland.
All right, thank you, Rebecca. Right now in Nashville, we got some clear skies, but it is a chilly start to our day. Temperatures are mainly in the 40s, but there are a couple of spots in the 30s. Here's the view from Sky 5 Live. You see the runway there over at Nashville International. As we look back at the terminal and the cranes, we are still a lot of construction going on at the airport these days, but good weather for traveling by plane, train, or automobile for you today. Here's a look at what's happening now from the Queen City. 39 in downtown Clarksville for us this morning. Get the sunglasses. A lot of sunshine is on the way. There's still some clouds in our eastern areas for you out there, but those clouds will continue to break. Right now, 44 Nashville, but Clarksville, Dixon, Camden, Murray, you're in the 30s. Still low 50s at the hour from McMinnville back down to Fayetteville. Look at our handsome weather kid today. This is Caden, so grab long sleeves or a jacket or dress up and be like Caden today. This is Caden McKeever. He is a student at Nashville Classical Charter School here in Nashville. Looks like he's got some sweet treats for his teacher there. Meanwhile, overall, things are looking good for us out there for our students, so definitely grab the jacket. Our school of the day will take us into the Goodlettsville area. Good morning to everybody at Madison Creek Elementary School. You are our school of the day here on this Thursday. Nikki D and I'll look ahead to the weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes, but right now 6:10. Let's head out to Mo.
Thanks, Leland. With a combination of the coronavirus and the holidays just around the corner, grocery store chains all around the nation are concerned about running short of certain supplies. I'll talk about which ones and what they plan on doing about this straight ahead.
Nick Barris live in the 5 Alert Center. You know, a smartphone can be an amazing help in a time of emergency. You know, you can make that emergency call, but this smartphone saves someone's life another way. A police officer alive this morning because of it. I'll tell you how.
As the nation battles the coronavirus, some grocery store chains want to stop people from panic buying ahead of the holidays. News Channel 5's Mo Hyder's live in East Nashville for us this morning. And Mo, we all remember back when the pandemic first started, you know, people were stocking up on all those items like toilet paper and wipes, and you couldn't get your hands on any kind of foam disinfectant. And experts are saying this could happen again.
Yeah, they're trying to prevent that from happening again, Amy. That's why grocery store chains like Kroger want to make sure people don't stock too much on items just like these. Some of them even mention like sanitizing and disinfectant wipes as well. Now, that's why Kroger just announced it's only allowing customers to buy only 2 rolls of paper towels, toilet paper, disinfectant wipes, and hand soap each. These, of course, are some of the items in huge demand earlier in the year. Now, there's a concern with holiday get-togethers, staying inside because of the cold weather and a spike in cases. Stores will experience shortages again on several items. One supply chain expert says grocery stores have a tough time catching up and restocking.
There hadn't been really a low season across the board to allow for building up inventory that we can use during the holiday season when we expect a surge in demand.
Now, health experts also recommend to keep your Thanksgiving gatherings to a minimum with just a few people. That way it'll stop the virus from spreading, and also that way people won't have to panic buy because of less people. In East Nashville, Mo Hyder, News Channel 5.